Get on your feet, wrestling fans. Prepare to be enthralled, engulfed, and entertained by another supercharged episode of the Ringside Power Hour, where your hosts who represent the conscience of America. I am the Suplex Samurai, the man who represents the silent majority, Dale Wynn.
What's up, you mother Jeffries? You know who the fuck I am. I am your white delight, your badass flapjack of podcasting. I am Double J. Hit it, Mike.
Taking over the mic once again is one of the most requested podcast personalities in the history of the art. Show your titties, drop your panties, ladies and gentlemen. It's Hollywood Michael Ball.
And bringing some class and sophistication to this show, ladies and gentlemen, happy Easter. I am the Reverend Everett Hall McNeil. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the Ringside Power Hour
you would bring up
podcast.
Easter.
It's going to happen.
Daggone right.
Easter.
Happy Holy Week, everyone.
What is Easter, by the way? Does anybody really know?
We get candy and there's rabbits.
It's the week of the resurrection.
Or was it a pagan holiday that the Christians said, hey, you know how we get some more convertees? Let's put a holiday here. They already celebrate it. Let's bring them on over.
The same with Christmas. They
Anyway,
Christmas
for whether you believe it or
because of
not,
the pagan,
happy Easter
winter
for
solstice.
Yeah, you're right.
For those of you who believe it or not, happy Easter. For those of you who are spending time with your families, enjoy yourselves, have fun with family, have a good church service. For those of you who are religious. But other than that, let's get to these topics. The first topic being Rey Mysterio having a great match with Kurt Angle that Dale mentioned to us about.
Oh, man. It was your fighting championship, your something. I don't know what it was. But all I know is Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle stole the show. After about 15 minutes of a boring-ass grappling match between Michael Bisping and a fat-ass Chael Sonnen, and then a 15-minute interlude with some wannabe rapper named Riff Raff, the fans were dead. And then
Riff Raff?
Yeah.
Riff Raff was on there?
Yeah.
Who's Riff Raff?
I have no
Riff Raff is a sorry rapper. That's all you need to know about him.
Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio did the best 2 out of 3 falls, and they put on a hell of a match. Kurt Angle should be back in the WWE.
So should Rey Mysterio.
So should Rey Mysterio. That means I don't have to watch Kalisto ever again, which I'm all for it.
Well, I mean, speaking of Rey Mysterio, he made his debut in Lucha Underground, which I watched for the first time the other day.
That's the first time I saw it, too.
So that's what you call a solid hour of wrestling, a fantastic solid hour of wrestling. And Rey Mysterio making his entrance. The pop he got, he's a legend. He's now officially a legend within the luchador community. We've seen that. And I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good fit for him. It's going to be interesting to see what Rey Mysterio does in Lucha Underground.
You know what my own problem is with Lucha Underground? All the damn mask. Oh my God, it drives me insane. Why does every Mexican wrestler have to wear a mask? Can't anybody be original?
It's the heritage of the art down
I mean,
there.
have you seen some of them masks? You could definitely tell who actually spent time on it and who went way overboard. I mean, it's so hard to tell who's who because they all basically have the same body shape and they all wear masks.
Yeah. It's only some of the guys I can only tell apart from their tattoos.
Oh my bad.
Yeah.
Yes. You can tell Rey Mysterio because he's usually always the smallest and he always has some cool ass design or something.
Yeah, he always has a symbolic superhero or some kind of character as his design on his art. But
didn't he have Avatar one year at one of the WrestleManias?
Yes.
He might have. I'm not sure about the Avatar. I know he had Flash.
Captain America for sure.
America,
Daredevil.
Fucking terrible. Terrible fucking Captain America.
I was interested by a wrestler on Lucha Underground, the guy named Cage, who reminds me of a bigger, better, everything better Ryback. He can move. He does moves. He can wrestle a little bit.
I'm a big fan of that guy. That's a dude that can move. If he was in WWE right now, he'd turn heads.
He did an interview where he says he choked out Ryback in some indie match they had, and he said all Ryback is a B version of him. He's never going to be any better than him.
I don't disagree because I don't
disagree at all either.
It looks like Ryback literally stole everything from that guy to the T.
Well, I think that the guy was being nice. I think Ryback is a C version of that guy. A B version? No, he's a C version for sure.
He's an E
maybe
version
a
for
D.
me.
I mean, that's fucking terrible. Ryback is trash. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck who's a fan of him either. He sucks. You enjoy watching him. That's what's wrong with wrestling now.
Yeah.
Speaking of watching Lucha for the first time, we all watched New Japan too, and they had a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Junior Super Championship or whatever, with O'Reilly and Kazuki or something. You were talking about 30 minutes of
non-stop wrestling. Yeah,
Great technical wrestling.
They do more suplexes than Brock Lesnar. Like, they should literally WWE should call them so they could teach Brock Lesnar how to do different suplexes.
Dude, I don't know if Suplex City should even be a Brock Lesnar thing. They should have probably gave that to Cesaro.
I mean, what is it? What was that one suplex that you were telling me about with the full Nelson suplex?
The
What's
Tiger
it called?
suplex?
Oh my God, that's one of the most awesome moves I've ever seen. They need to bring that in.
I mean, there are so many suplexes that Brock can do that are still legal, like the belly to belly, the Sambo suplex, the T-bone suplex. All he's got to do is just go train with Taz for a couple of days, and you got suplex machine.
Yep.
I mean, these two put on a pro wrestling match that was highly entertaining but highly technical. Like, I seen an Omi Plata, I saw a Kimura. I mean, I saw all kind of legit submission holds and legit switches and transitions. Their transitions was amazing.
I didn't even know 30 minutes that went by when the match was over with.
Yeah, it felt like I wanted it to keep. I felt like it should have went on more.
You get none of that in WWE no more.
You don't.
Your best matches are like the fillers, like guys that are just going in there to fill like a few minutes. Like those are like Kevin Owens is normally opening up after the Authority segment, and he's normally having a great match.
A lot of time when you go to a live event, the dark matches that come on before the main card are pretty good because it's like you said, it's just local guys going out there and they're putting on a show.
That's why NXT is good. They have no limitations. Like, yeah, they can't do power drivers and shit, but they can still put together a body of wrestling. It's more about their body of wrestling than it is. I would say their storyline is probably what kills like Raw, because they tried to get way too fucking in depth with certain storylines that just don't matter.
Them 2 hours that we watched of New Japan and Lucha, I was just amazed at the quality of wrestling. Like, it's legit. I mean, the WWE's lost that a long time ago, but there's actually organizations that have some legit wrestling going on. I mean, some of them wear too many freaking masks, but other than that, I mean, they do shit that's pretty amazing.
And the fans were into it the whole way through the card. It wasn't no like, oh, let's go and just be silent now. It's the whole way through.
That's how you can tell when you have a good show is great technical wrestling. You're able to tell a very basic story, which Lucha Underground had. They brought a dominating figure in who ended up winning the belt, which I think and the way I like about Lucha, what I like about Lucha Underground is everybody is booked well. Now I've only seen one episode, but based on that one episode,
we've seen one episode in one match.
Yeah, we've seen one episode in one match, and I can already tell the booking is different. The wrestling is superb. The fans are into it. When you have those three combinations, you're gonna have a good wrestling show every time.
I mean, WWE suffers from lack of storytelling, but then you watch these two shows and you're like, man, the storytelling they're doing. I mean, you're on the tops of your seat, dude. You're like, wow, man, you're getting like we weren't even actually watching New Japan. We were just talking, and then the shit they were doing, we're like, man, did you see that? Did you see that?
It kind of drew our attention. It was just on TV, and we were yelling at Everett.
Yeah.
And then the whole time we're yelling at Everett, we're just fucking glancing over and like, holy shit, this is a good fucking match. Mm-hmm. And it just drew our eye. WWE doesn't barely do that anymore.
Well, it's like you said, WWE focuses more into the story than the matches.
They focus more on the star power and the fucking story. Like, their idea of a great show is bringing back somebody. Mm-hmm. Where's your organically fucking grown wrestlers? There is none. At all. Like, NXT is good for what reason? Indie stars, right?
Yeah.
None of them guys are fucking naturally, organically grown. Mm-hmm. Triple H does not get props for fucking making stars. He gets props for bringing stars and letting them do their thing.
Well, it's like you've brought up, even though you're bringing all these guys from New Japan and Ring of Honor who used to that fast-paced style, and all these moves they can do, they're going to be limited, like you said, in this new territory.
That's a terrible fucking thing, especially with Shinsuke, whatever the fuck he calls
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, Shinsuke. See,
that's the problem. I'm scared with Nakamura because he's a king of the hard style. Like, literally, he's so technical with his MMA shit. Who they gonna put him in there with? I mean, unless you put him in there with Brock, that's the only guy.
Or you could put him in
Chad
with
Gable, but he's way too small.
I mean, Chris Jericho would be a good fit considering he wrestled in Japan.
Chad Gable's not that much smarter than Shinsuke.
Yeah, he is.
Shinsuke's not that big of a guy.
He's like 6 foot.
Yeah,
is he?
Yeah,
6 foot.
Chad Gable.
He's as tall as me.
Chad Gable's my height. He's 5'8".
Yeah, but Chad Gable, look, you don't got to be super tall to be super athletic. Chad Gable's super fucking athletic.
I agree, but Nakamura's also like 200 and some pounds, and
Then he can. I got Jason Jordan.
Yeah, Jason Jordan's good.
He didn't win a national championship or anything, but he was undefeated every regular season.
Yeah, I mean,
Bring back Kurt. Chris Jericho wants to wrestle him. He can fucking do it.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you bring Nakamura in, you got to allow him to do what he does best. You can't limit him to a belly-to-back suplex and a knee?
A couple kicks and that's
Is that what
it?
they're going to pretty much allow him to do? Because I know they're not going to let him do all the other shit.
No, I mean, that's the problem that's the product now. Look at AJ Styles' moveset. It's not AJ Styles. I don't know where the fuck he got his moveset.
I mean, they don't like AJ Styles' calf crusher. What are they going to do with Nakamura's rolling knee bar? Like, I'm telling you, none of them WWE guys know what a damn knee bar is. They get put in for the first time, and they don't move right. There goes their shit.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think Jericho calling him out is going to lead to a feud down the road or no?
Hopefully.
Isn't Jericho the guy who puts everybody over? I mean, he did lose a Fandango.
That's why I think if you want to make everything interesting, if you want to solidify Chris Jericho again, he should defeat AJ Styles. That's my opinion.
At Mania?
I think he should.
If you're going to have him as a gatekeeper, I agree.
I think that, I mean, if he's going to be a gatekeeper, which he's been booked horribly for years, but he's still Chris Jericho. He's still got the recognition. So, I mean, the fact that, okay, he's finally taking it serious again, just play that in there. Every time he came back, he was coming back from on tour. He wasn't in depth into wrestling like he was. That's why he lost the matches. Simple as that.
It's like he did charity for WWE, honestly. He would literally come back off tour and be like, yeah, I'll go out there and lose to this guy, give him a little pop, blah, blah, blah.
But the Fandango thing was fucking stupid.
Did he lose that rematch they had this past week?
No.
He didn't?
Jericho won.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Even though AJ Styles distracted him, he still won.
So, anyway, speaking of people that have lost, speaking of, Chris Jericho jobbing or whatever, CM Punk, who has a couple wins over Chris Jericho, there's a rumor, I'm pretty sure it's probably not going to happen, of a possible TNA appearance.
No, they're going to bring in some random guy named Phil and say he's from Chicago. They draw in an audience. They're saying, hey, it's Phil from Chicago. Oh, it's CM Punk.
Look, Dana White is not allowing CM Punk to do any wrestling, anything, until he gets a damn fight under his belt. It's that simple.
I agree. I mean, I don't think CM Punk wants to go back. So, I mean, where can you even go with CM Punk now? He's cut about 40 pounds. So now
Literally,
he's real small.
He weighs 170 pounds.
Good God, he cut a lot
Like
of weight.
he was
Well,
like,
did you think he was going to fight John Jones?
Oh, no.
did you think he was going to fight anybody?
Cain
'Cause I don't
Velasquez?
give a fuck if he goes down the flyweight.
I mean,
still going to get his ass
honestly,
whipped.
what was he at? What was he in WWE? 215, 220?
Yeah, he was like about 210, 215.
That puts
but he
you
was
in
a
what?
fat.
That puts you in Cain Velasquez's and Verdum and
I don't think he's
Overeem's
ready
division.
for that.
Yeah,
He's not. I don't think he's ready for
he
that.
would never survive in
I don't
that.
think he's ready for 170.
I don't think he's ready for 170 neither.
Well, WWE's trying to use the CM Punk card, too, again, because this past week they put on their website, they were like, this day in such and such history, CM Punk cut a promo, and it was the promo where he's talking about he doesn't care how bad he gets banged up or all this shit. He's still going to come, he's going to wrestle and all that.
See,
Yeah, look what that got us.
CM Punk needs to not have this fight, by the way, because he's going to trash any chance he'll ever have of coming back to wrestling. Because once he gets literally demolished by some unknown Mickey Gale, where do you go from there?
You don't.
Let's say if somehow he wins, then what?
He beat a guy who's like 1-2 or something in his career. Or wow, I mean, you were a pro wrestling champion. I hope you could fight a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look, CM Punk's stupid. He talked a lot of shit. Now, can he back it up? I can't say 100% he's going to lose or he's going to win. But at the same time, he's being fed somebody. Nobody knows who the fuck Mickey Gall is. And if they do, they're just probably somebody that Googled his stats and is going to mention it. That's it.
And not to mention, he's tried to back out of this fight multiple times. I mean, he's always got something wrong with him.
Like, he's worse than Jose Aldo.
Yeah, no shit.
Good grief.
Imagine if he gets hit with the left.
He's gonna be out
It'd
for
be
several
quicker than
months.
13 seconds. I'll tell you that right now.
Speaking of getting hit with stuff, there's a possible chance that somebody may get hit with the ladder at WrestleMania, and we hope it's not the fans because we have a Intercontinental Championship ladder match at WrestleMania.
Zack Ryder needs to win it.
Well, I hope the fans do get hit with it because they all fucking suck.
Oh, damn.
I mean, this is how far down we've gotten. I mean, you have to literally bring back the ladder match for this. You couldn't just have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. I mean, I don't like either one of them personally, but at least there was a story behind it.
It'd be an entertaining match too. Real good.
Right? Isn't it like their thing where they're childhood friends and came up together and Kevin Owens backstabbed them and
the way they told that story in NXT was great. I mean, there's no better way you could have booked that. I think, why not do it at on a bigger stage at WrestleMania? It's not like they're going for the world title. It's for the IC title. You're bringing prestige back to the IC title by having those two guys in that feud.
You'd have a legitimate wrestling match, ROH reminisce.
I mean, but haven't they missed a boat with the whole Zack Ryder thing? Aren't we 5 years too late?
Yeah, I mean the hype is over.
There was no bigger fan here than Jeff of Zack Ryder. I mean,
It's true.
and he's even off the wagon, man.
It's not necessarily that I'm off the wagon. Listen, the whole Zack Ryder just being thrown into the match is just weird. Why couldn't he just come out and say, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of being jobbed. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of that. I was a self-made man. You took that from me. You fucking sent me to NXT. I'm tired of reaching for the brass ring, being the best person I can be. I bulked up. I did this. I did that. Why couldn't he go out there and make himself into this match? But instead, they just throw him in there. Fillers.
I like that. That right there. That's a promo that's worth watching. That's something we're saying. Hey, that's good shit. That's organic.
But
I don't think his career is over at all.
We're not saying that.
It's on him. He started his pop. Now he needs to rekindle his fucking pop. Fuck the WWE. Take that brass ring and throw that bitch at somebody. That's what he needs to do. It's not hard fucking thing. On SmackDown, what did he say? What was he yelling at Kevin Owens?
That's what I was getting at.
It's about damn time, right?
But
so
do you think
do that
he said
shit
they
on a
waited long
motherfucking.
enough?
Do you think the fact that he's going to be he was the last guy standing on SmackDown, as in he signed that he's going to win the match?
I don't
see
think
it
there
happening.
is a 1 in 10 millionth chance that he's going to win that match.
I don't either.
It's just a fucking filler at the wrong time.
But the thing is, he actually doesn't have to win the match to make himself look good.
He doesn't.
He
should
could
just turn
almost
heel or
win.
something.
Now, if he does
I
exactly
have
what
no fucking clue.
if he literally just grabbed the mic and said, "Man, fuck this. This is my time. This is Zack Ryder's time," and he puts on the showing, people are interested.
Well, even if he gets in the match and he loses, he'd come out the next night at Raw, cut the promo
That's
like
what
you
I
were
mean.
talking about.
Holy.
Somebody likes whores. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what the
thought
fuck
that
that
was-
was.
know what
That's,
that
it's
is.
supposed to be on silent. I
You
don't
would
know
think
why
that
that
would-
went
that
on.
would come from my phone.
That must have been one of Mike's fat girls that's coming in and letting him know that, yes, he is ugly. And
Well, speaking of fat girls,
they're just fat and desperate.
Look,
but
Zack Ryder's desperate. He's getting in this ladder match, and I'm pretty desperate too. So if any of you girls out there
Oh my
are
God!
listening,
just let him do it. Let him get it out of his system.
I no longer have a pop anymore because it was just bombarded with fat women. But
He
if you
wasn't
like to
getting
get at
anything.
me on OkCupid, I'm Hollywood Michael Paul, and you can actually get us on me. You can get on me at the Ringside Power Hour website, www.ringsidepower.com.
Are you done?
I hope these girls punch you like this fan punched Braun Strowman during a wrestling event. Anyway,
Listen to that segue right there.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, the fact that he got punched and Luke Harper fucking tore his ACL, there's not even nothing to say. Like,
Well, why would you even punch Braun Strowman anyway?
Bray Wyatt's not even wrestling. Luke
He's hurt
Harper's
too, isn't
torn
he?
his
I think he's
ACL.
Isn't Bray Wyatt hurt too?
Yeah, he's got an injured back.
Apparently, he's got an injured back, but he's been wrestling, so I don't know. He's been doing live events and.
Well, that's the whole Wyatt
that's the whole
family,
Wyatt
isn't it?
family.
No, you got Eric Rowan.
Oh God,
But-
please don't.
But
yeah,
listen,
he's
this
not
is my
counting, he don't
problem
count.
with this ladder match. It's a bunch of thrown in there shit. Why was not Bray Wyatt at least put in this match?
Well, it's true. Like Zach, I think what Zach Ryder even said.
Has he even had a mid card run?
Isn't that what I said last week about Bray Wyatt should get a shot at the IC title? I mean, seriously.
should.
Honestly, throw him in there to shake the fucking landscape up. You threw 3 other guys in there that are guaranteed going to lose.
And not one of them was a guy I said they should throw in there, which was Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Do you think Sin Cara is winning?
Nope.
No.
Do you think Zack Ryder's winning?
maybe.
No.
Do you think Stardust is winning?
No.
No.
So that leaves us with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and who else is in the match?
I think it's
Dolph
Dolph
Ziggler.
Dolph
Ziggler.
Ziggler.
Oh, do you think Dolph Ziggler's winning?
Yes.
Slim chance, but no. It's either Kevin
He
Owens or
ain't
Sami Zayn.
I think it's Kevin Owens wins it.
I think they may have Sami Zayn take it. Vince is high on him.
Well, talking about Bray Wyatt, the rumor going around, the rumor mill is that he's supposed to interfere and help Ambrose win the match against Lesnar.
Nah, that's the most.
Well, who doesn't know that?
Yeah, that's the most predictable
So
thing.
are they
mean-
turning him heel?
Do you want to watch some of the worst WWE segment ever? Watch that Dean Ambrose training segment in the desert.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Bray
either.
Wyatt and Brock Lesnar are supposed to have like a post WrestleMania thing leading up until SummerSlam or something like that.
With a bad back and he wants to fuck with Brock Lesnar? Yeah, good luck.
Well, Vince wants him to fuck with Brock Lesnar.
Good luck. That back will be fucking shot all to hell.
If he had a real gimmick, look, Brock is so complacent. What can you do with him? Honestly,
Title run, I don't know. Anything.
who's he going to wrestle?
Why did
He's going to hurt everybody.
I'd rather see him wrestle Triple H than see fucking Roman Reigns wrestle Triple H.
I would too, because Triple H is the only one that's really got a clean win on him.
Yeah, and they'll have a match. They'll have a good match.
It'll be okay. Triple H can't work like he used to.
I mean, that's
And
true.
Brock
But-
literally don't wrestle anymore.
Okay, and what do you think Dean Ambrose Brock Lesnar match is going to look like?
Well, it better be strictly fucking hardcore. That's what I want to see. I literally want to see Brock getting beat with shit. That's it. That's the only thing going to
Dude,
make this interesting.
I literally see you could break about 20 kendo sticks over Brock Lesnar, and I think all it's going to do is piss him off.
So,
Let me ask you
let
this.
him get pissed off then. That's it. That's it. That's your story.
Let me ask you this: how would you book all the rest of? Like, if you were sitting there saying, "Okay, I have to put this WrestleMania card together. Here are my matches," and you have to use the matches that are already
Already on the
card.
Honestly,
where would you put them?
you know where I-
what
you know
would
where I
be
would
your
start
main
with the main
event? What
event?
would be your starter?
We're all into this, new territory with fucking women's power, empowerment, and all this shit. Dude, I actually think that match is going to be the best match of the night anyway.
Would you put the women's match in
I would
the
have
main
him.
event?
Why not? Why not main event their first
wouldn't
main
do
event at
all that.
WrestleMania? Why not?
I would
Maybe
not
a
do
second
all
to
that.
main
Do you know
event.
why I would do this? You know how much pub I would get from this? Do you know how much free pub I would get from this?
Yeah, it's never been done.
I would put WWE on every morning show, on every late show. Everybody will be talking about the first time a women's match headlined WrestleMania. I'm sorry.
Are you talking about similarities to the Ronda Rousey fight? Main eventing? You talking about like that? Having Charlotte go on fucking talk shows talking about how
Yes.
she's the first
Like-
woman to do this.
That's what I'm saying. This is an opportunity. Like the WWE wouldn't even have to sell it. Everybody would sell it for him. If you say, hey, we're going to have our women's match headline the main event at WrestleMania, it will be on Good Morning America.
Oh my goodness,
It
feminists
be
will
on-
come out like,
Dude,
yes.
Do you know how many?
It'd be on Oprah for sure.
Dude,
Yep.
exactly. Do you know how
Exactly.
many
Ricky Lake.
casual fans you will pull in just from that alone to saying, "Oh my God, women have really came up in the world." I'm telling you, man, this is why I should be in marketing because I can sell some shit.
Well, they're hiring writers.
I know, and me and Jeff need to be on the top of that fucking list because
Here, I would definitely. I actually had a dream last night.
Look,
It was pretty weird, but
if me and Jeff were the writers for WWE, we're going back to Attitude Era ratings.
I mean, we're talking. Look, let's just say, I'm gonna take this ladder match for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say somebody came to me and was like, "Look, Jeff, this is the guys we're giving you. You need to do this." Now, we just said that the 3 guys or 4 guys that we named wouldn't work, right?
Right.
I would make it work. You know how I would make it work?
How?
I would have turned Sin Cara against Kalisto. I would let him Lucha style that shit up, rip that motherfucker's mask off, beat the shit out of him. Now you're relevant, right? You're not just Kalisto's little big bitch.
Yep.
Zack Ryder's coming out. He's got a good month to build this shit up. He's not coming out a week before fucking WrestleMania. He's coming out about a month and a half and saying, why is everybody else out here talking when I've been in this business for this long and I haven't gotten shit? I'm cutting a fucking promo. I'm pissed off. Blase, blase.
You know who they could have teamed them up with right there to like feud to go into WrestleMania for that ladder match? Dolph
Dolph?
Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
That shit
Easily.
would have sold itself.
Dolph Ziggler could have fucked. He had the opportunity, so he fucked that up. He had the authority in his face, and he did not deliver.
Not at all.
Nope.
I would have made his ass deliver. I would have pulled him to the side and I said, "Look, I don't care if you get fired. You better give me something, or I'm taking your ass off TV." I said, "Give me something. I want something heartfelt, and I want you to be pissed the fuck off. I want all your frustrations to come out right now."
Just like they told The Rock right before because The Rock used to complain about Triple H going off script on him in promos.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the writers told The Rock, look, man, I ain't supposed to tell you this, but look, you're on live TV. You literally can say whatever the fuck you want and nobody can stop you. Just make sure that shit gets over. And he did it.
And, you know, we did kind of forget somebody in this match, which is pretty sad because he is a former world champion, The Miz.
Oh my God, my guy. I forgot about
it.
Look, they have done so much to bury my guy. It's ridiculous. Like, he literally has the mic skills that can make up for almost everybody in the damn match. He can sell himself. You know what, dude? He can sell himself with his whole Hollywood persona, his whole I'm better than I've been the headline WrestleMania already.
But and that's the thing. He's not believable anymore. I would have made myself believable. I would have had him come out, and I would have had him whip the top baby face's ass and said, now I'm in your face, bitch. Mm-hmm. I'm a former world champion. None of you motherfuckers have been there. He's already got it.
Dolph Ziggler can stand up and say, hey, I'm
Dolph Ziggler main event at WrestleMania.
I was about to say, guess what?
Dolph Ziggler hasn't even had a singles match at WrestleMania.
The Miz can literally say,
You're going to put The Miz and Dolph Ziggler in the same category right now?
They both have world champion reigns.
But
I know The Miz had a more prevalent reign than Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler had a 20-minute fucking reign. Legitimately.
The Miz has been to the top of the mountain. He literally headlined WrestleMania.
Nobody.
Ziggler
You want to know why?
has.
Okay, you want to know? You want to know why nobody remembers that? Because The Rock and John Cena were in a feud during that time,
but he still headlined
and The Miz took a
WrestleMania.
back
You're
seat.
saying nobody remembers it, but we're all talking about it right now.
I get that, but I have a problem with that. When your world champion is in the background because you have John Cena and The Rock and they're feuding, and you're in the background, that's a huge problem.
I actually think he made himself relevant. He was getting reaction after reaction every night. He was getting cheered to beat John Cena. He came out dressed like The Rock. He was getting booed. I don't understand what makes a guy relevant. Tell me.
I mean, you talk about the championship not being relevant. When has the championship been relevant lately? I mean, when Seth Rollins was champion, Brock Lesnar and Undertaker was the real match, wasn't it?
Ain't that the sad truth?
But back to the point. This whole match could sell itself.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens is already champion. Kevin Owens already has a build-up. The only difference in his build-up was after the John Cena thing, he would have kept going on a destructive path.
So, how would you book this card? Would your Intercontinental Championship match be the main event? Would you switch it up and make?
No. My WWE World Championship has to be the main event. I don't give a fuck who books it. They fucked up, not me. Right? It's not, I didn't book the match. I didn't put these two guys in there. So it's not my motherfucking fault that they don't have the star power in this match. It sounds like you fucked up in your own writing because you didn't put the right guys in the right position.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that Shane McMahon, who hasn't wrestled in how long, is going to be the main event with The Undertaker? And you got Triple H, who's been a fucking 14-time world champion, and you got your big up-and-coming guy. Whether anybody likes him or not, that's how he is booked and that's how he's pegged. So tell me why the fuck they're doing that and everybody's saying, well, it better not be the main event. Well, why the fuck not? So you're telling me that everybody was mad that CM Punk didn't main event, but now they don't want these guys to main event. It's fans. Fans fucking suck. It's the cold, hard truth about it. They don't know what the fuck they want. They only go off of what other people want. Have a fucking personality. Everybody loves Dean Ambrose, and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't like him neither, so... Him and his fucking pink hair. He needs to go back to that shit. Start jobbing for people.
He just needs to find a different path. Like, he's only doing this and he's only doing that. Like, go back to your crazy shit. Let that be your peg. That was Mick Foley's peg.
Look, you're trying to pass a torch, right? You're talking about you're passing a torch from Mick Foley and Terry Funk.
Well,
two
they
of the
fucked up
all-time greatest. You're talking about, dude, them two have put on matches that nobody in their fucking right mind would ever do again.
Barbed wire, thumbtacks.
A bomb match. They literally had a bomb match in Japan. Mick Foley lost parts of his ear. Terry Funk lost all kind of body parts.
Well, Japan is known for great shit. And speaking of the Asian culture, why don't we talk about fucking UFC getting bought by the fucking
the China Media Group.
Yeah, the China Media Group.
They're literally on the verge of buying the UFC from Zuffa. They just bought Man City, the Premier League soccer team. They own the Super Chinese Premier League in China. I mean, what would that do to the UFC? What would that do? What would that mean for Dana White?
I figured, wouldn't he still have a relevant position?
But do you think they would let him run it the way he runs it now? I mean, literally right now it's a one-man show.
They're probably gonna have a group of people running it now.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a whole different organization who has no feelings towards you. They don't care about you.
I mean, there could be a relationship built, a working business relationship built.
I just don't think there's no way they would allow one person to run the whole show. And then, I mean, not to mention, what would happen like with the cards? I mean, there would have to be a lot more. They would put on a lot more cards in China.
They'd probably sell out more too. Chinese love fucking fighting.
They do. I mean, they are the home of kung fu, baby.
So they would replace the impact of Pride when Pride was in business.
Pride is Japan, and you can never replace freaking Pride. That was the best ever.
You're talking like K1.
They couldn't cross over markets. That's not possible.
See, you know what Pride did well? Here's what Pride. This is the difference between Japanese wrestling and American pro wrestling. Pride was literally made so pro wrestlers could fight. That's what they made it for. And then they just started saying, you know what? We love gimmicks so much. Let's just start throwing gimmick real matches. They brought in Akubono to fight Hoist Gracie. You're talking about like a 400-pound weight difference. Fedor fought Akubono. Bob Sapp was like 400 pounds fighting people, man. And then their matches were so good and so raw. I mean, there was not all this hugging and shit and laying on the ground for 20 minutes. It was literally, okay, you guys aren't doing anything, get back up.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, now it's fucking strictly the grappling in UFC sucks. I get so bored watching two guys lay there.
Yeah, they I mean, look.
I can't stand that either. You're laying there for 30 seconds and you're not doing anything. At least do a reversal or something to transition a half guard. Do something.
I'm a grappler by heart. Like, I've wrestled. I've done submission
It's
wrestling.
super effective.
I've done jiu-jitsu. I hate the idea of watching two people stay in a guard for freaking more than a minute. To me, it's if it's a minute and you're still in the guard, get them back up.
Yeah, I mean, boring is the main reason I don't even like Floyd Mayweather. For one, boring.
I love Floyd.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you love about him? I'll wait.
The winning.
The fact that he just wins boring fights.
Look, he wasn't always that way, but he wasn't always that way, though.
Let me tell you something.
When he fought bums, he could knock him out.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. Regardless of what you think about Floyd, I respect that man because of this. The way he fights and he's able to protect himself and walk out with a whole bunch of... He can walk out... For a fighter to walk out with his health and his money is a blessing. What that man did, being one of the best defensive fighters of this era and possibly all time, possibly, arguably, of all time, possibly.
Didn't Ali knock out George Foreman when he was like 40 years old and shit? Defensively?
Yeah. But I'm not saying the dude ain't good. I'm saying it's boring.
And really, is he done?
That's my point.
Is he done? Because apparently now he's talking about he'll fight Golovkin if Golovkin beats Andre Ward. So that tells me already that he's already down with retirement, saying, damn, this shit is
How long has he been retired? Has it been 6 months yet?
Yeah, it's been 6 months. September, I think, was his last fight.
Yeah, I'm done talking about Floyd Mayweather. Let's talk about
Floyd
Brie Bellas.
Mayweather's 49-0.
Well,
tied Rocky Marciano.
I'm sure he fought everybody out his prime. Clap, clap. Give him a round of applause for being
so
a
you
bitch.
mean he's Lennox Lewis?
Yeah, well, Lennox Lewis didn't really have anybody to fight in their prime.
Lennox Lewis waited until Holyfield and Tyson were out of their prime before he ever fought them. I mean, look at him. Them three came up at the same exact time.
Lennox Lewis almost lost to Butterbean.
Lennox Lewis literally waited until Mike Tyson was so far gone that, I mean, that dude was done.
Well, you have to, because Mike Tyson could fucking really kill you.
Yep.
Like, that dude's fucking... I had never seen somebody that crisp and that fucking powerful
If
and that
Lennox
fast.
Lewis fought Tyson in his prime, Tyson would eat that boy up.
Yes,
Even Holyfield. Holyfield waited until Tyson went to jail and came back out before he even fought. Like, before he went to jail, there was a build-up for Holyfield versus Tyson, and Holyfield didn't want nothing to do with that shit.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah. He talks like that, but that
He
damn
talks
left
like
hand, that damn
you ain't gonna say
uppercut,
it to that
boy.
man's face, though.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't fight Mike Tyson right now. So.
Mike Tyson was the only person in my life where I was like, literally, I don't know if I'd ever want to fight a guy like that, because that power is ridiculous.
Have you watched his cartoon?
No.
No.
His cartoon's funny.
He's a detective.
Yeah, he's like Scooby-Doo and he got like a white tiger and shit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He goes,
Hey, but you want to talk about transformations, though, man. Mike Tyson was like hated, and everybody thought he was just some crazy freaking nutbag.
And now he's one of the most
And
beloved
now
people.
he's beloved and he's funny and
It
I mean
sells.
it's totally 180, man. I mean,
He still could knock your ass out though.
I
believe he can.
don't doubt it. I watched him doing just a training video of him hitting the heavy bag. Yeah, he still got mad power.
Talking about knocking out, Daniel Bryan must have knocked out Brie Bellas' pussy because she might be pregnant.
No, boy, what a transition.
Well,
there.
I mean,
Daniel, if the baby comes out brown, my bad.
Oh God.
it would probably automatically come out brown considering Brie Bella's roots.
Well, if he looks a little Asian, my bad.
But anyway, Mike, what did you hear about this?
Well, basically, there's rumors going around she's going to retire after WrestleMania, the Monday Night Raw after Mania. Daniel Bryan had himself pulled from any WrestleMania-related events, any upcoming wrestling events. Daniel Bryan Appreciation Night was canceled, and a lot of people are like, well, this might be because Brie Bella's pregnant. But to counter it, they saw her training last week in a gym with training MMA. So,
And why would they pull fan appreciation of Daniel Bryan if it was just because Brie was pregnant? I mean, it sounds like to me there's more something else behind that one.
well, it's saying Daniel Bryan's relationship is still good with WWE. He said that they're on good terms. He asked for
Well, he
his release
sells
from
a
anything.
shit ton of merchandise. I would
Yeah.
hope
So I
so.
was gonna say, I mean, he's still like top 10 guy. I mean,
My thing is this. I mean, I've heard rumors that Brie Bella is retiring and all this and that.
You'd like that.
I think it's the best situation for her.
what are you talking about? She's like one of the
I
most
think it's
improved
the best
wrestlers.
situation for you.
Yeah, I know.
You're a hater.
I mean,
Look,
Haters gonna
look,
hate.
look.
Look,
I'm the
the Reverend-
president. Look, I'm the president of the Bella Twin Hater Club. I will admit that.
Right, because
So
you must be into ugly bitches and not fucking sexy.
for first, hold on. I like Sasha Banks. I like Becky Lynch, and they are
neither of them are as hot as
good-looking
Brie
women.
Bella.
Can I ask you a question?
neither one of them are Brie Bella.
What would you do if you were locked in the room with the Bella twins?
I
I
can
would
tell you what I
leave.
would do.
You would leave.
Well,
I don't.
I'd bolt the fucking door.
if
throw
I'm
away
locked
the
in
key.
room with the- don't worry, Daniel Bryan. No, she'll come out pregnant. John Cena, she'll be pregnant too, buddy.
Are you the reason Nikki broke her neck?
Yep. My bad. I told y'all I'm in that freaky deaky shit.
Well, speaking of Brie Bella being in MMA training, I just watched the montage of Shane O'Mac.
Were you impressed?
He was training with a Gracie.
Yeah, fucking Henzo.
Were you impressed?
No, I was impressed by that, but I wasn't impressed what the fuck he was doing on Raw.
His
Oh,
promos.
the promo
So you're
skills?
throwing great
Oh,
punches
man.
and you got great transitions in a training video, but then you go out on Raw and do that?
I was reading something about that. The guy was like, okay, so you're supposed to be making us think you're more of a serious fighter now, and you go out with the Undertaker, who's the best striker in the business, and you're dancing.
Yeah,
It's
that
not the
doesn't make any
dancing. It's
sense.
that.
Dude,
It's that fake punch
that's what he,
shit.
like, you know what I mean? Y'all can't see that, but he was like throwing his hands like a faggot.
I
Yeah.
agree. I watched it. I agree. I watched that video too, and I was like, man, he's actually throwing some legit shit. Like his kicks
real
were nice.
transitions.
Yeah, his jiu-jitsu looked good. Then he gets out there against the Undertaker, and he's doing
Reverts
that
back to his old
Naomi
ways.
kick shit with
I know.
his hands.
I can tell you, he was probably trying to be too fast. He was trying to be flashy, and that ruined you.
and
It
nerves.
does.
I think it's nerves too, because nerves will make you do
Oh well,
things
the
super
nerves
fast.
is definitely fucking him up because he can't even cut a promo. Right?
No, his promo skills are nothing like they were back in the day. Forgetting lines, stuttering.
Looking all over the place a little bit.
It's gotten so bad they're limiting his promo skills and cutting his lines.
Well, stop scripting everything. Let them guys
Oh
go
my-
out and speak their fucking mind.
How about we just do like we do it on our show right here at the Ringside Power Hour, the best crew in the business. Just bullet point shit. Look, we want to get these bullet points on and do it any way you want to do it. As long as it's entertaining, it'll sell. If it's not, guess what? Hey, let's talk about the promo shit, your gimmick and shit. It didn't work.
Right.
But when you script everything for somebody, how can they be themselves?
So who is throwing the worst punch? Who is throwing the worst punch? Dean Ambrose or Shane McMahon?
Shane McMahon.
Oh, shame, man. That fake. I don't even know what it was, dude. I don't know.
Dean Ambrose is bad. Don't get me wrong, but at least he's not trying to be fast and make it fucking look stupid. Like, what was it? Looked like he was jump roping.
Shane McMahon's punching and his feet are moving at the same time. Yeah, like he said, he's jumping. His feet and hands are moving at the same time. Anybody knows how to throw a punch knows you want it off a solid base. Your legs are your base. You want your legs solid. All your power comes from your hips and your legs.
Watch the Undertaker commit. When Undertaker commits, it looks fast because the momentum takes it. He just tried to be all arms and all quick.
Yep.
He ruined the moment, just like he ruined his promo. It's not even the. Everybody keeps saying it's the most highly anticipated match on the card. I disagree. It's definitely the Divas match. Like, I don't know why people think that. Oh, because he might win or he might lose.
With Undertaker's,
I'm sure Shane's going to be great for the business itself.
Yeah.
But first, he's got to get back into it. Mm-hmm. Shane McMahon used to be great. He's not no more.
No,
he can't cut a promo right.
It's the nerves.
I was gonna say you're trying to add more hype to it now, with Undertaker's career on the line.
Hey, talking about if we were writers, what we would do. I could sell this match, by the way.
So could I.
I was telling Everett yesterday. Shane McMahon, Undertaker in the ring. All of a sudden, Hulk Hogan's music hits.
Ain't nobody trying to see
The Immortal comes down and gives the leg drop to the Undertaker. The Undertaker's career ends where it started, with the Immortal Hulk Hogan.
It didn't start with Hulk Hogan. It started with Survivor Series and a tag.
I mean, you want to get technical.
Match.
He was in a tag team with Dangerous Daniel Spivey. They were at the Skyscrapers. They beat the Road Warriors for the tag team championships. I mean, if you want to go back to history, I mean, we can keep going because I know a lot about me, Mark Callis.
And if you want to talk about the history of The Undertaker, I mean, his career didn't start to go up until he won the title from Hogan. Before that, he was just a new guy.
It's true.
But if we want to get historic, I remember Undertaker and Hulk Hogan having that awful 2002 Judgment Day match.
Or actually, how about when Undertaker was in that movie with Hulk Hogan and he was like a space alien bounty hunter?
WWE doesn't.
Did you hear his voice
so
in that movie?
Matter.
It was like some high.
Yeah. So I mean, do we want to keep talking about the history of the Undertaker? I mean,
we are talking
earlier. Hold on. Earlier, I asked you about Sting. You told me that you don't want to see old people wrestle. But yet you want Undertaker and Sting. What was the reason you told me?
The reason why I want Undertaker and Sting to wrestle, because this is a match. You have a dream match in front of you.
What was the specifics you said to me?
You have the parallel of two dark characters going head to head.
No, you said it was money, right?
Yeah,
money.
That's what you said.
Power.
It was money.
Yeah.
So you're telling me Hulk Hogan versus The Undertaker isn't money?
It isn't money because Hogan, when you Sting, I'll say this: there's a slight chance that Sting could still go over Hulk Hogan. Do you realize when's the last time Hulk Hogan's wrestled?
I'm not saying Hulk Hogan actually has to wrestle. All he has to do is
2006
interfere.
against Orton.
He wrestled on his own tour, on the Hulk Hogan tour.
Actually,
that was 2009. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't wrestled in a good amount of time.
How about TNA when he was like champion?
He wasn't champion in TNA.
Oh, but
he could never wrestle well, so we're not expecting a 5-star match.
We're talking 5 moves, bud. 5 moves. And guess what? None of them
Sting
get
versus
age.
Undertaker. Sting will put on a better match against Undertaker than Hulk Hogan. If you had to book it for money, that's my personal opinion.
Yes,
if you're booking for money, Sting and Undertaker is not selling more than Hulk Hogan.
I guarantee you, Sting versus Undertaker is going to sell.
You're telling me Sting is more popular than Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan's a bigger name than Sting.
I know that, but we've seen that before. We've seen Hulk Hogan and Undertaker wrestle. We've seen that. We've been there. We've done that. This is a new dream match that's money that people our age.
This is an old dream match.
If this was 1999, 2010, it'd be money.
Mike, if this thing happened a couple years ago right now, you'd be jumping up and down for it.
If it was like 2010, I would have liked it. If it was 99, I would have liked it. Right now, Sting's...
Are you saying that because Jeff said it at
no,
one point?
No, because look at the way... Go back and watch Sting's old matches and look at them now.
No, you blame me for it. Like, I got that dude's opinion.
Hey, look, all I'm talking about is... Look, I don't care how much of a Sting fan you are. You have to admit, Hulk Hogan is bigger with a casual fan than Sting will ever be. You're telling me pop at WrestleMania, he wouldn't get the biggest pop ever at WrestleMania?
I'm not saying... Look, listen to what I'm saying. Hulk Hogan is a wrestling star. I know that.
He's not a wrestling star.
He's more than a wrestling star. He's a household name.
He's a Kim Kardashian, buddy.
I understand he's a household name, but get what I'm saying here. You have to give people something they have not seen before. Nobody has seen Sting versus Undertaker. We have all seen Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker go at it. We've been there. We've done that.
All I'm saying is you need a Hulk Hogan to interfere with freaking The Undertaker's match with Shane McMahon so Shane McMahon can win. You're talking about a pop. You're talking about selling shit. You're talking about selling Hulk Hogan T-shirts again.
Wouldn't it make more sense from a story perspective to put Sting in there? And here's why. Since Sting's been going against the authority anyway, since he's been going against Triple H, who is the son-in-law of Vince McMahon, so Vince McMahon puts Undertaker up to this. Sting says, I have to come back to make things right, and I feel like that Shane McMahon is the truth. And that pisses off Undertaker to get, somehow Vince comes up with a way to get him back in the company. There you have Sting versus Undertaker.
I'll tell you this right now. If I was writing this story, yes, Sting would come out, Shane McMahon would bring Eric Bischoff back, and that would be the WCW fucking fuck your ass up. That's it right there. That's the WCW comeback. Eric Bischoff on Raw with Shane McMahon, and Sting's the reason why.
Look, I'm the guy.
That's it.
I'm just trying to sell and make money. And if I'm selling and making money, I know who the superstar is. If I have Hulk Hogan's music pop at WrestleMania, I'm selling Hulk Hogan T-shirts for the next freaking couple months, if not a year. And then he's on SportsCenter. He's on SportsCenter. Are you going to doubt that he'd be on SportsCenter the next night?
He was just on Fox Sports. What was it?
But I'm saying, would you doubt he'd be on SportsCenter the next night?
He is a household name. He's going to be publicity.
That's my point. You're talking about a guy who sells himself. You're talking about if Hulk Hogan came back at WrestleMania, he'd be on SportsCenter. He'd be on every show. It's talking about Hulkamania came back, brother. Come on, Hollywood Mike, give it to us.
What you gonna do, Reverend, when the music hits at WrestleMania and Hulk Hogan runs wild on your choir, brother?
You don't even like Hulk Hogan, so
I don't have to
even
like
None of
Hulk
us do.
Hogan.
I know.
None of us are Hulk Hogan
You're talking
fans.
about the anti-Hulk Hogan fans over here.
The fact is, you're talking about money. Hogan's more of a household name than Sting. So the money's going to go with Hogan.
I'm not arguing that. But I'm saying if you want to shock people and not be predictable and not give us something we haven't seen before,
How's that predictable?
We're
If
all,
Sting-
we're
if
all
Sting-
predicting it.
enters this match, it's predictable. Hulk Hogan just randomly showing the fuck up after he got fired. He was in a lawsuit. He was just talking about his penis is unpredictable.
He just became
Thank
the
you.
largest porn star, paid in
You got to
history.
understand, he's got a lot of his own publicity right now.
And the fact that Sting basically said he wants to wrestle the
He did-
Undertaker.
and you got to understand, he just said something in an interview with some fan that he would like to punch Vince McMahon in his face. Everybody can look that up right now. He said that.
And
And it was
what-
a couple days ago,
what's a
right
better-
after his lawsuit.
What's a better way to punch Vince in the face than to have the company taken from him by his son?
I'm not saying please give us an Undertaker and Hulk Hogan match because I don't want to
That's
see
what
it.
I'm saying. I'm not asking for the match. I'm saying Hulk Hogan's music pops. He ruins Undertaker. He interferes. Leg drops the Undertaker. Shane McMahon wins. That's a slap in Vince McMahon's face.
and
But
this
guess
all
what
happens.
you can get from it, though? You can possibly get a Hulk Hogan gimmick match against Undertaker at SummerSlam, and you can still have your opportunity for Sting at WrestleMania.
The Mean Street
If
Posse, too.
he can do it. So tell me how that wouldn't sell. You can't. Exactly.
Crickets.
Now you're seeing the whole big
Crickets.
visual picture
Crickets.
here.
Preacher, Reverend, you just got preached to. How do you feel?
Now,
Man, I
they
don't know.
said,
Do you work for WWE? Because they're pretty short-sighted in their
now,
storytelling,
if
too.
WWE's listening and they want a real writer, I can't format the shit for shit, but I can give you ideas for days.
Anyway, speaking of WrestleMania cards and booking, we have the NXT TakeOver Dallas card that seems to be, in many ways, better than the actual WrestleMania card.
Seems it is.
Oh, I think it is.
Like we said last week,
It pretty much is.
I'd rather go to that than WrestleMania.
Yep.
And it's for me. It could tie in. You can make the Asuka Bailey the main event for NXT Takeover, and then you could have the triple threat match be the main event for WrestleMania. Boom! There's your tie-in.
It's true.
I'm in every news media outlet. I'm everywhere. WWE's trending. I just blew it all up for you. Hey, by the way, if you guys are hiring, I can format. I can write. I have mad ideas.
WWE,
I'll
if
bring
you're
Jeff in on
hiring,
my
I
staff.
am a screenwriter. I write my own short films and feature films.
What is this?
I ain't new at this.
This is an
WWE,
audition.
If you're hiring, I'm broke, have bad credit, I'm living in a fallout shelter. I could really use it. I can't write horrible stories.
So why would they hire you?
Because they like to hire people who have no point or direction in life.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, so he admits it?
No storytelling.
Well, I guess he does.
And Paige is there, so.
But-
look. Paige puts a restraining order on you
Well, I
for
know how
being a
Paige should get
creeper.
her title match then.
WWE, I'll quit my day job.
So, as apparently WWE's being sued for some royalties by some couple guys.
Right. Shane Douglas, a couple other guys, I think Kevin Thorne, they don't like the fact that they're using their likenesses and all this stuff, and they get nothing from it. The only thing they get, if they sell a DVD, they get royalties from it. But the royalties from the DVDs have dropped because of the fact everybody has the network, and they get no royalties from the network, and they don't think it's right.
It's not right because don't NFL, Major League Baseball, sitcoms, don't all these people make royalties for forever?
Yeah, you got to pay people residuals if you're going to use their face.
And Vince
Even
McMahon's
for
getting
reruns.
away with it, using everybody's old stuff, and they're not getting a dime?
There was some article about it, like there's some loophole he's using where he doesn't have to pay them for it.
Oh, believe me, I'm sure Vince is a genius at loopholes and figuring out how I don't have to pay people. So
It's his
I don't
product.
doubt
You
it.
signed the contract.
It's not just that, though. WWE,
I'm not saying it's right, but
Yeah.
you know, that lawsuit, they
But
got
is
the
that
royalty
contract?
lawsuit.
Is that actually a legal binding contract? I mean, honestly.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I didn't. You know what I mean? I'm not their agents. See, these motherfuckers should have been smart about themselves. You are your own product. You are your agent.
But could you ever have foreseen the technology advance that has happened in the last 5-10 years?
I mean, they did buy a lot of video library, so were they even expecting that to come around the corner? I mean, look,
Let me tell you something. And I know Everett's going to love this comment, but if these wrestlers would treat themselves like the Bella Twins do as a brand and market themselves as a brand,
yep, they'd be protected.
they'd be fucking they'd be
definitely-
good.
I definitely can't disagree. I mean,
I agree with that
It's
totally.
a fact. Look at what Bret Hart did. Bret Hart would not give Vince McMahon his name until Bret was retired and Vince offered him a fucking shitload of money.
Oh, they make a lot of money.
He's
off the
right.
shirts.
You are your own brand. You need to brand yourself. You need to take care of yourself because Vince McMahon will screw you any chance he gets.
But the thing about it is, like Shane Douglas, for instance, he owns the right to his own name. So why wouldn't he get paid if they're using his name and everything? He owns his name before they even bought ECW rights.
So therefore,
I couldn't tell you.
So that means that's why he has a good basis for a lawsuit.
And it looks bad to me because it's not just this lawsuit. They're getting sued by their investors because when Roman Reigns won the Rumble and everybody canceled the network, they lost like $400 million and their
I
investors
know
are suing them.
overnight.
And they got the concussion lawsuit. So they got 3 lawsuits pending against them right now.
Oh, that concussion lawsuit, they're so going to lose, by the way, because guess who their head doctor is?
Chris Nowinski?
The NFL doctor from before, the same concussion doctor.
Chris Nowinski.
I thought it was Chris Nowinski.
They had-
He's not a doctor.
He's not a concussion doctor.
No, he was a Harvard graduate who that was his gimmick. He used it in
didn't
WWE.
he study concussions? Didn't Chris Nowinski leave wrestling and
I
study
think he
concussions?
was helping with concussion research. He's not a doctor.
I don't know.
pretty
That's the
sure.
first I heard of that shit.
I'm pretty sure he was helping with
You heard
concussion
it here
research.
first, guys.
The-
On the
the-
Ringside Power Hour.
The WWE doctor is the former head of the NFL who
Wow.
was the main culprit in trying to hide concussions resulting from football. Let me tell you.
Is this the same guy that just cleared Daniel Bryan
Yes.
to wrestle?
Well, good job, guy. I wish he would have came back. But
Actually,
let's talk about
they're talking about he might be able to come back.
who's
I
talking
highly
about that.
doubt that.
Daniel Bryan?
Yes.
I highly doubt that.
Maybe that might be why he's taking time off.
Maybe he's going to help
I'm
Shane.
telling you,
I highly doubt
I
that.
read an
I would
article
not
saying
risk-
that Daniel Bryan there's a chance he could come back because of some lawsuit he dropped.
This dude has had seizures at ringside. I don't think it's very safe. And I'm speaking as a fan. I'd rather have him in the best health he could possibly be in than to put somebody else, to put himself or somebody else at risk.
You sound like Brie Bella right now. You sure you hate her?
Anyway, look,
Hey, if he wants to die for his art, I'm all with it.
it's his body.
If he wants to die with his art, I'm
Let's
all
do
with it.
Listen, what's The Rock gonna do?
I think he's just going to be a host. He can't. I mean, he's bonded in Hollywood contracts between Baywatch
and-
that's coming out soon, and I think the worst he's going to probably do. He can probably throw a punch. That's about it. I don't think they're going to have him do a huge wrestling role.
Is there any way he'll be able to help Shane win the match? Because that could happen.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know what really, he's limited what he can do because he couldn't get insured for shit.
Can he do moves and not just take moves?
I don't think he can even do moves.
But what is? I don't understand. Like, the rumor is he's supposed to help New Day. He just cut a promo on the New Day.
There's 2 rumors going around. He's either going to be in Roman Reigns' corner and help him screw over Triple H,
Well, I hope not.
or the New Day match isn't for the tag titles anymore. It's called Build Supremacy versus Supremacy. It's to see who the better stable is, and they're saying The Rock's going to come out, and he's going to help New Day.
Put the title on the line.
They took the titles off the line.
It's the Freebird Rule. You can have 3-on-3.
I know. What the hell?
It's something about
Aren't
they're
they going
saving
to
the
the Hall of Fame
titles
too?
for the Raw.
Yeah. That's weird. Like, what the fuck?
It was like 3 or 4 days ago. They took the titles off and put the stipulation. It was supremacy versus supremacy. Who's the better stable?
Well,
It doesn't
let's
make any
not be
sense.
sour because there is a power of positivity here. That means they can't lose the belts. So
Yeah.
let's give a round of applause for that.
They saved the booty.
But let's say if The Rock does help Roman Reigns defeat Triple H, there's all hope of him turning heel the next night, which is rumored.
No, you think so? What you thinking? You thinking on Raw when Roman Reigns wins the title and his cousin comes out there? Oh, it's all buddy. Then he just turns on The Rock and destroys him. That'll turn him
We
heel.
know he can't do that
Yeah.
because The Rock can't get touched.
He couldn't destroy the Rock.
It'd be
anyway.
great if he could. But
It still
do I
wouldn't be-
really want The Rock
It
to
still
put him
wouldn't
over?
be great.
No. He's not even on the same par with The Rock.
No, but he'll get heat though. Turn him heel. Fans already don't like him.
He needs to be heel.
I think the
but he
days
doesn't
of-
need to be champion as heel.
Look, I think the days of saving
Mid-card.
him by turning heel are over. I don't even think. I mean, look. That seems to be every wrestling fan's go-to. Oh, he sucks. Turn him heel. He sucks. Turn him heel. Not every heel's good neither, though.
I think they think it worked with
But
Hogan. That'll work with everybody.
he still deserves a shot to see if he can do it. I mean, he has been shoved down our throats.
See, the
for
problem
fucking-
with it was he should have started as a heel and kept it until he
did.
got the fans. No, I'm talking until he was fully over. Like, when did New Day turn? New Day didn't turn. They didn't do anything different.
They instantly turned. No, they were babyface when they first started.
Yeah, they were supposed to be baby faces. Vince wanted them to be
Oh,
their
well,
top
Literally
baby
2
face.
weeks later, they were heel.
I'm talking about from their heel turn to the babyface now. They didn't do anything different. The fans just said, "Man, I like it."
Because it's entertaining.
That's how you do it. Stone
Right.
Cold was a heel his whole career. Tell me when he ever did a babyface move.
Never.
Not really.
No, he did against Bret Hart.
When he passed out?
Strictly babyface during that. Yeah, he was the one taking the bumps and the
No.
bruises. And
Bret Hart. No,
No,
Austin
Bret
was supposed to be the heel in the
Austin
match.
was the heel in that match.
Austin was the heel. The fans turned on Brett and
Yeah.
cheered for Austin.
Austin was the heel in that
oh
match.
yeah, you are right. Yeah.
You can even say the same thing about The Rock. I mean, when he went heel, fans cheered for
The
him.
Rock was. Well, I mean, look, Bret Hart should have never got booed. That's why I said fans suck. They're fucking stupid. Oh, there's a new guy. Let's cheer for him and boo the other. No, fuck you.
They blame Canada for everything.
Blame Canada.
Yeah, let's blame Canada because we have a fucking obesity rate and they don't.
Oh, USA, don't you dare be sour.
There's some high fructose corn syrup waiting for you.
Eat your bootios.
But listen, I think Roman Reigns needs to turn heel.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
that saves him. Look,
At least he gets a reaction of boos. So
By the
Is
way-
he capable of selling that he can be heel?
Well, you
The
said
Shield?
you didn't even like his selling on Raw or
He
SmackDown.
can't, dude. He has one of the worst looking acting jobs I've ever seen. Like that segment where he's attacking Triple H. Good grief, dude. At least show you're more pissed off.
Would you say his acting's worse than the Great Khali?
It may be
why
the
do you
same.
bring up the Great Khali every fucking week?
Why are you bringing up? Yeah.
The worst wrestler to ever even fucking attempt to wrestle.
Oh, don't you dare be sour.
Like, what the fuck?
What the hell?
God, Kali's so bad. I can't. The only person I can think that was as bad was John Gonzalez. But
At least Johnny Gonzalez could say words.
I was about to say, even
He couldn't move either, though.
He knew better than a Great
stiff, too.
Khali.
And at least Khali had pants. The fucking Gonzalez's jumpsuit was it was a naked thing with hair. That was how it was.
He tried to make him look like Bigfoot, I think it was.
The Great Khali is the first guy to have a match created strictly for him and not wrestle in it.
Hey, he got bitches right with a kiss.
No, he wrestled against Batista, No Mercy. I
Yeah,
think.
but the first ever Punjabi prison, you put all this hype into Undertaker versus Khali in the Punjabi prison, and Khali wasn't in the match, let alone he wouldn't be able to
I think
climb
it was
it.
an injury.
They put the Big Show in it.
And
I
then
think
when
it
he
was
fought
'cause of injury.
When he fought Batista, he could barely climb it.
I think it had a lot to do because of injury. So
I think it had a lot to do with he sucked.
Yeah,
well,
he
that
was-
too.
Dude couldn't even walk, and you wanted him to wrestle.
They gave him the world title.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
But with that being said, we unfortunately got to bring this to an end. Reverend, why don't you go ahead and tell them our website and everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to the Ringside Power Podcast. You know where to find us. www.ringside ringsidepower.com. Also, hit us up on the Instagram, a.k.a. the Gram. And also, hit us up on Facebook, SoundCloud to hear all of our episodes. And look for us on all social media platforms.
And you can catch us on YouTube, www.youtube.com, the Ringside Power. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what we can do and give us some ideas. And if you want to call, let us know.
Once again, this has been the Ringside Power Hour. Until next time, everyone.
Deuces.
See ya.
Later.